Happy Monday, first grade. Before we start learning some new phonograms, let's review some of our clock stroke phonograms. We'll write some words with those on our boxed paper. So go ahead and get out your boxed paper. All right, in the first box, write k, s. All right, and tell your pencil how to move while you write it. Right, in the next box, write ah, oh, ooh. Right, tell your pencil how to move. We only have to tell our pencil how to move until we're used to it all the time, and then we won't have to do that anymore. All right, and in the next box, write d. All right, now we're going to skip a box to start a new word. So in the next box, after you've skipped a box, write s, z. What are you going to write? Good. I hope you always say the sounds before you write it and then afterwards. In the next box after that, write a, ah. And tell your pencil how to move. And then in the box after that, write g, j. That's the end of that word, so skip a box. And then in the next box, write ah, oh, ooh. What are you going to write? Good. Tell your pencil how to move. And then in the next box, write d. All right, now you get to be the teacher, so put your finger under that first box and you tell me what to write, and I'll write it up here. What's the first thing I need to write? All right, I'll start over, space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock, go all the way around to 4, and then lift my pencil or my marker. What goes in the next box? All right, ah, oh, ooh. Good, I'm gonna start at 2 on the clock, go all the way around, make sure I touch the baseline, and back to 2. And what goes in my next box? Good, d. Right. Remember that one starts at 2 on the clock as well. All right, what do I do next? Oh, good, I've got to skip a box because I'm going to write a new word. What is the first letter or what are the sounds of the first phonogram in my next word? All right, s. So I'm starting at 2, going across. Make sure I touch the baseline. S. What's next? All right, ah, ah. All right, and what's next? G, j. Good, make sure I'm starting at 2. All right, now what do I need to do? Skip a box again, good. To write a new word. What am I going to write here for my new word? All right, ah, oh, ooh. And then what's the last phonogram I need to write? Good, d. All right, great job telling me the sounds of all the phonograms. But remember, when we're reading a word, each phonogram is only going to make one sound. Even if, like our ah, oh, ooh, it has 3 different sounds it can say, but it only ever says one of them in a word. So which sound do our phonograms usually say? Good, they usually say their first sound. So we're going to practice reading everything with just the first sounds. All right, what's the first sound of this? Good. Good, so it's k, a, d. All right, let's say it faster. So it turns from sounds into a word. All right. So if you haven't practiced that before, sometimes it's helpful to just get a little bit faster each time. So we would say k, odd, cod, cod. This is actually not even a nonsense word. This is a real English word. Cod is a kind of fish. All right, let's go to our next word. Remember, we're going to say the first sound of each of our phonograms. What's this? Good. S. How about this? Excellent. A. And this? Good. G. All right, let's put it together. Right, so it's sag, sag. This is another real word, a real English word. It means to kind of slump over or to fall over. So my shoulders are sagging right now. No, they're not. All right. And let's go to our last word. What's the first sound of this phonogram? Good. Ah. And what does this one say? Good. Duh. Let's put them together. Good. Odd. Odd, odd. All right, so nice job reviewing and writing words and reading them on your box paper. So next time you come back, we'll learn some new phonograms.